How can you actually make new friends as an adult? Look, I know making friends as an adult is hard, but it is doable. And so I'm going to go through a few techniques and a few mindset switches that you need to go through in order to attract incredible friendships into your life. So, first and foremost, if you want to attract incredible friendships into your life, you need to work on your beliefs about friends. And trust me, your beliefs are really impairing you from making new friends at the moment. So, first, stop being so idealistic with your friendships, such a perfectionist. They don't need to be the best person in the world with the most interesting life or the best career or super motivator or whatever you're looking for. They don't need to be this perfect person. You're not looking for a life partner. Remember that you're looking for a bunch of different people that you can just connect to, on an authentic level. Someone you can know has your back and you have their back, someone that you can be yourself with. These are the criteria you should go for, not how cool and interesting they are. Which takes me to point number 2, which is stop going for the cool, detached friends. Especially if you have an anxious attachment style, you'll have a tendency to go for avoidant friends. People that are quite detached, that you feel would be really well without you or with you in their lives. It doesn't really make a difference. And you're attracted to these people because of your insecurities and because of your lack of self-worth, and you feel like you need to fight, to be accepted or valued, even to be someone's friend. And this works in romantic relationships as well. But something you need to do is give a chance to the people that want to be your friend. Give a chance to the people you wouldn't normally go for as a friend. You might feel repulsed by people when they're too needy or too keen to be your friend, and that's a sign there's something wrong with you, and there's something you need to do, a switch you need to make. And you need to start giving a chance to people that want to be in your presence. And number 3, be willing to put in the hours and the effort. It's not high school anymore where you have the perfect context to, meet people every single day of your life, or university where you are pushed to make friends and be in a context where it's so easy to see each other all the time. As an adult, you don't have that anymore, especially with remote work. You need to put in effort and time to find friends and to maintain those friendships. It generally takes around 40 to 60 hours to form a casual friendship, 80 to 100 hours to progress to a regular friendship, and over 200 hours to develop a close best friendship. So you need to be willing to put in the time and effort. All right, now that we've worked on your beliefs and expectations, we can move on onto your game plan for making new friends. First thing you need to do is start saying yes to as many things as possible. Go to apps like Meetup and Time Left, where you meet with strangers for dinner. Go on hikes, go to happy hours, go to a board game cafe, go to all sorts of meetups, dance classes, courses, improv classes. Say yes to as many things as possible. Paint and sip, networking events, whatever it is. Now, when you are at those events, have a warm and welcoming energy about yourself. If you're closed off and you're not talking to anyone, no one's gonna come approach you or talk to you. Be the one who initiates conversations, be warm, welcoming, smile. You don't need to fake it. You don't need to, be super extroverted. Just have a warm energy about yourself and be the welcomer. Don't wait to be welcomed, because everyone else is waiting to be welcomed. Everyone else is waiting for someone to initiate a conversation or to get vulnerable or to say something, about themselves. And then it gives those people permission to open up as well and to, talk to others. So be the person who initiates. Go talk to many people. If you're shy, then talk to a few people at first and then gradually increase the number of people you approach. Now, next step is that once you meet someone that you vibe with at an event, Take their social media or their phone number or their LinkedIn, whatever, and follow up with a text. It's extremely important that you do this. Just meeting someone at an event, even if you vibe and you don't exchange contacts and you don't follow up, the person and the friendship and the potential just flops, right? So you need to follow up with a text message which says, hey, do you want to meet up for coffee? Hey, it was great to meet you at the event. Do you want to do this activity? So when you meet up, you'll get an understanding of whether you resonate with the person, whether you have similar values or you get along. If you do, cool, you can move to the next stage. If not, go back to an event, make another friend. And remember, it's a numbers games. So you're not going to get along with everyone. So, don't feel bad about yourself and don't let it impact your self-worth. If you don't get along with someone or you feel like someone doesn't really like you or vibe with you, it doesn't say anything about you as a person. So don't let it affect you. Talk to as many people as possible. So open up your funnel, so you can actually find a few good friends. But if you do vibe with a person, then find a reason to see each other regularly. So yes, you can just find something like, hey, let's meet every 2 weeks for a coffee. But if you find a better reason, like let's say you both work remotely and you say, hey, let's work together from a coffee shop every Tuesday, or let's go to this yoga class we both want to go to, or this dance class we both want to go to every Sunday. And so find a reason to see each other regularly, because that's how friendships are formed. Also, maintain the friendships in between meetings as well by sending texts, sending memes or videos. Just let them know that you're thinking of them. Maintain some level of contact. Also, an incredibly important thing you need to start doing, not from the very beginning, but at least after the first few meetings, move on from small talk to more vulnerable and deep conversations. Real connections are formed on vulnerability. It wouldn't work if you were just doing small talk with them. So you need to get vulnerable and form real connections with these people. And even if you're scared to be the one who initiates it, remember, everyone else is craving vulnerability and connection. They're just scared to be the first one to start it or to initiate it. So be that person who does. You don't have to open up completely and talk about your childhood trauma on your first meeting, but maybe start with something small like, hey, yeah, I felt a bit bad today, or I felt a bit sad yesterday because I went through this. It could be an intro to a more vulnerable conversation. And then you can adjust and see the level of vulnerability that the other person's willing to go to, and then adjust accordingly. But here are some pro tips that will help you bond with people even faster. Number one, invite people to your house. This is a really intimate setting that helps you really connect with other people. Number two, start being the host of events. It could be hosting people over for dinner or a board game night at your place. It could be a book club with some of the people you've recently met. Bring people together. And three, go on a trip together. That's the quickest way to get close really fast. Even if you've met recently, but you say, oh, we both want to go to this city next to London, then go on a short weekend trip together. That is a very, very fast way to get close. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments and what are some things that helped you make friends as an adult. Also, I'm giving away the CBT ebook for free for a short period of time. I'm gonna link it in the bio, and it's all about cognitive distortions and these mental filters that we have that block us from enjoying our life and seeing things clearly. So it's free, you can just download it, and hope you enjoy it.